I hear these so-called black leaders on the radio talking about something. This the program they don't want you to hear. I'm the person they don't want you listening to. And when I look at the condition my people are living up under and has been living up under all our lives, I just want to ask, what are you doing? What are you preaching that's showing some results? What are you saying that's striking fear in your oppressor? Tell me what plan you have in place that's going to shift or change the condition that your people live up under. Because to me, if you preaching something that's going to bring about real change, then I can see why um, they don't want you to listen to you. Because the day has all the power, and the day don't want to give it up, and the day don't want black people listening to you. So what are you doing to inspire fear in these people? You ain't doing anything. Fearful conversation that your oppressor don't want you to hear is going to generate three things. One, it's going to strengthen your people. Two, it's going to weaken your oppressor. And third, it's going to culminate in the repetitive system that will maintain this momentum, will keep ownership and control in your hands. What are you doing that's saying that? How are you strengthening your people? You can get 10,000 people out here in the streets marching, demanding change, and all you got to hear is one no, and he'll send all you home. What's so powerful about your speech that white people fear? What's so powerful about your speech that's inspiring your black followers? All you doing is talking. You telling me after 400 years of oppression, we can't come up with a way to provide needs and services for our people? Manufacture them, produce them for the masses, attach a monetary value to it, create our own economics. We can't govern our own people, look over our own affairs. This is the kind of talk that white people don't want to hear. Because if you provide the businesses and industries that provide essential needs for your people, that means you ain't got to go back to them no more. That means you done severed the ties to your oppressor. Tell me, which one of these white devils is losing sleep at night listening to your radio program? And if your message was so powerful, why white man putting you on their radio show? Why don't you have your own show, your own network? Why is Whitey putting you on, paying you to be on his show? If this is a message Whitey don't want you to hear. What's going to happen to Whitey Monday after you did all your preaching and marching on Sunday? Nothing. Because for all the people that you got gathering around, marching, protesting with their powerful picket signs and their powerful Sharpie pens, they know whatever you're doing, you better be finished before they got to go back to work for that same individual come Monday morning. You ain't said nothing about creating no jobs. You ain't said nothing about owning and controlling your own businesses and industries. You ain't said nothing about governing your own affairs. You ain't said nothing about not depending on whites to provide for you no more. Because the fact of the matter is, there isn't a race of people on the planet. that would change places with blacks, because nobody want to be a people that don't provide none of their essential needs and services and have to depend on everybody else for it. When you look at every company out there that's successful or borderline successful, they have some way to maintain a percentage of what they need internally. Let me give you an example. Look at the post office. There's no way on earth the post office by itself can deliver every mail, every letter, every package, all internally. There's too many people out there. But what they do, they hire a group of truck drivers within the area of the distribution centers. They establish the pay, and then they outsource what jobs they can't do to other people. You think the post office is in trouble now? If they had to rely 100% on everybody else coming in there delivering their mail, nobody would get no mail because the post office couldn't afford it. But because they own a percentage of the trucks and they establish the common denominator of what pay is, and if you want to haul this mail, this is the pay that you're going to accept to do this. Why can't you Negroes figure this out? All this talk you doing, what does it change? How has it empowered you? How do you keep going back to these people and then going back to the same people that's oppressing you week after week? Do they give you enough strength to tell Waddy no? When Waddy call you to the table, tell him you're busy. If you had a true leader, you could. You could tell Waddy no. Not only could you tell him no, you could tell him why it's no. Because I done built my own table. And now we got a seat at our own table. We don't need your table no more. You got 44 million blacks in this country. If you dedicated a percentage of them to manufacturing and distributing the essential needs and services of our people, we can establish our own economic floor. We can attach a monetary value to it. We can provide jobs that's going to pay a respectable income to maintain a decent way of living. And throughout this network, through all these businesses and industries that we will have a setup that would accept our currency. We can establish our own currency. You see, you got the dollar bill, you got Bitcoin, they was trying to do the Amero. Everybody's trying to come up with all the different types of currency. How come we can't come up with ours? And as we build our own businesses and industries, we can establish our own currency that will be accepted within our own network. So that when this economic philosophy collapse, when this capitalist system collapse, we will have a system already set up for us, and we can keep it moving. This is the type of conversation that Waddy don't want to get out to our people. When they call, you ain't got the answer. You're busy establishing your own way of life, determining your own existence. You're never going to have that up under their system. See, I don't preach from no pulpit. And my battle is not with the devil. My battle is against these earthly devils. You stop going to them for all your needs, and start providing for your own, not only will you weaken these earthly devils, but you will weaken the actual devil who he works through. You take power away from these earthly devils, the actual devil won't have the ability to negatively impact you, because we're not going back to him. As long as you keep going back to Whitey over and for the simplest things, you telling me out of all the essential needs that we can't manufacture none of them? No clothes, no TVs, no cars, no cell phones, no Q-tips, no shoestrings, nothing? When you look at the $1.3 trillion that we spend in this economy with no base of our own, no money circulating our community, soon as you get paid on Friday, 90% of your income is gone by Monday. Right back into the hands of the people who you're going to be marching against in a few days. And then you think you're doing something by getting angry and then calling one of these so-called black leaders to come up there and march and protest. Ain't building no jobs. Ain't manufacturing nothing. You even got colleges that's teaching you how to do business the same way your oppressor got you doing business. How come black colleges aren't teaching our children a new way to conduct business so that everybody can prosper? So you can leave all that. They don't want you to hear my voice. Who? They paying you to put your voice out there, fool. This is the voice that they don't want to hear. This is the person that the Whitey don't want you to follow. Not you. They give you a freaking, you on the airwaves 6 days a freaking week. Ain't no way on earth these fools afraid of you.